Looking at wide receiver volume versus scoring for fantasy trades. The volume rank isn't just targets, it's your expected points. Those deep targets that Neighbors is finally getting now matters. That red zone work matters. Adunze, top 5 in both now. He's probably not going to be getting 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks, but still, he's dominating the first read targets. He's getting a ton of air yards. He's getting a good amount of work out of the slot. He's getting the play action deep targets. Everything is there for him, especially compared to DJ Moore. Olave is really interesting. That first real surprise, where we look at last year with Rattler, he had one game, 14 targets for 100 yards. In 2 games this year, he has 23 targets for only 100 yards and no touchdowns yet. But Rattler's numbers aren't horrible. And we look at Drake London and Mike Evans down there, 2 more that their volume is way better. London, I'm not really worried. That week 1, amazing volume, should have scored, had multiple end zone targets. And then week 2, 21 passing attempts versus a Flores defense. Mike Evans, just a brutal corner schedule in these first couple weeks. Thomas, I did a whole video on him. They're trying to get him the ball, and the offensive play calling is good for him. Sutton, I did feel bad because I definitely said that he was a start to a lot of people, which in theory he is. Like the logic behind it, since week 7 last year, he's been a wide receiver 1 in fantasy with Bo Nix, ever since he got his feet under him. Last week, it was a rough week, couple DPIs, better defense than most people expect with the Colts. Week 2 is better. It wasn't great in terms of production, but a 38% target share for Nico Collins. It's a new coordinator, but the passing offense as a whole, there's not any major changes that would make me panic. Similar for Marvin Harrison Jr. in there's not many changes, but kind of flipped. We would want changes. His route tree is a little bit better this year, but in terms of like a Brian Thomas Jr., the play calling for him and deliberately giving him the ball, we don't see that with Marvin. I'm not worried about the talent at all with Lad. 14 targets in 2 games. You would hope for better, but they are number 1 in pass rate over the expected, like everyone assumed they would be. With Lad, I think more targets are coming. He's incredible after the catch. He'll make plays and hopefully gets more downfield targets. And looking down here at Jameson Williams, he's going to overperform his volume, but not by this much. Obviously, they've talked a lot about expanding his route tree, and I haven't seen too much proof of that. For example, he has 0 slant routes through 2 weeks. That's insane. I think he's just going to be more boom bust. I broke down a ton more of these receivers on YouTube if you're interested.